Hey friends, it's Pastor Ryan again, and I'm so excited that you have been taking the 30-day devotional challenge here at Wrightsdale. I've been praying for you, and I just hope that you are experiencing some of those meaningful meetings with God as you sit down with your Bible, have the chances to pray, talk to Him, and grow in your relationship with Him. Now, I can tell you from experience, one of the hardest things that you have to deal with when you're working through the attempt of having daily devotions is overcoming all the distractions that pull at us from every direction. Whether it's the notifications on our phone, whether it's our kids coming and asking us for a snack, whether it's the dog or the cat scratching and making a noise, there are always going to be distractions. And so friends, what I want to do very briefly in this video is give you 5 tips that can help you overcome distractions. Tip number 1 is find a quiet place. Don't choose the very center of the hub of activity in your home and try to have devotions there. For some of you, that's the living room, or for others of you, it's the kitchen island or the kitchen countertop. Don't pick the place that is the center of activity for your home and try to meet with God there. You need to go pick a private place that's away from the noise and pick a time of day where you know it's going to be quiet, maybe early in the morning or maybe later in the evening. Tip number 2 is put your phone away. Now listen, I'm not just talking about silencing your phone. I'm talking about putting your phone in a different place. Even when our phones are nearby, we always have that temptation to reach out, pick it up, check for that email, look for that voicemail, see if that person is called. Facebook is always calling us. So friend, I want to encourage you, if you want to minimize distractions, don't just silence your phone, put your phone away. Put it out of arm's reach where you won't be tempted to reach for it. Tip number 3, use a sticky note or a small notebook to write down those urgent things that come to mind. I know it's happened to me many times. I'm trying to read my Bible or I'm trying to pray, and all of a sudden that thought comes into my mind about this activity or this errand that I need to run. Well, friend, right then, that's when I pause and I'll write it down on that little sticky note. And as soon as I write it down, now I'm good. I can go back into my Bible reading or my devotional reading or even my prayer. Here's tip number 4. Tip number 4 is use a print Bible. Now, I know it's so easy today to get a Bible on our electronic devices. It's easy to get one on your tablet or your phone. But listen, when you're trying to meet with God and have a meaningful meeting with God, that electronic device offers so many temptations. And so, friend, I want to encourage you, move away from the digital Bible when you're trying to have your devotions. Use a print Bible. That way you won't see those notifications or those emails coming up on the screen. Switch to a print Bible when it comes to your devotions, and you won't be tempted by those digital distractions. And then finally for you, find your own sweet spot of attention span. And what I mean by that is, you know yourself better than anyone, and you know about how long you can go with concentration and study before you start to get distracted. Sometimes young Christians have this idea that when it comes to doing devotions, they're going to hunker down for 30 minutes. But listen, if you're not prepared for that, if you haven't worked your way up to that 20 minutes of devotions, then what's going to happen is at about the 10-minute mark, your mind is going to start thinking about other things. You're going to start thinking about the rest of your day or what you have to do tomorrow. So you're not prepared mentally to study or read or pray for those 15 or 20 minutes. And so know your own sweet spot. Know that you're going to be able to start with 5 minutes or 10 minutes where you really can concentrate, and then you can work your way up from there. Well, friends, I just hope these tips will encourage you to set aside and overcome some of those distractions so that you can continue to have meaningful meetings with God. So friend, don't give up. Keep after it. You're halfway through this 30 days of devotional challenge, so keep meeting with God, and I know you will be so blessed and encouraged in those times with Him.